Cover myself to love you, like I love to wine. And have the night give you all of me, when I'm only half a man. I'm a sinking ship that's burning. What do you want about this anymore? My head, back to the beach. Have the night give you all of me, when I'm only half a man. Yo, it's your boy Kaiser, and we're back at another No Title, No Shame, No Game. And this is the show where we don't judge and we open up freely about ourselves. So, tonight's show will be questions and just a free talk about free talk about how can people learn how to cope with people who test your patience, because my patience has been tested. There were two situations I was in on the same day, and one spoke about my transition, and another one was basically something that I want to further on to a question that is asked of me. So let's dive into the first question. Um, it's a Do you have any tips for co-parenting? In order to be a good co-parent in any relationship, in any foundation, you must come to some mutual agreement with you and the other parent. Y'all need to agree on how are y'all going to participate with the children, the schedules with the children, arrangements, times and stuff like that. When to see the person, when you're going to exchange the child, how that's going to play in. If are there going to be any family events that need to be had together and stuff like that? I would say co-parenting takes maturity and a lot of patience and a lot of strength, because some people could be just coming out of relationships and trying to piece together co-parenting skills or whatever the case may be. And there has to be a lot of trust in the middle, and there has to be a lot of honesty in the middle of it, and it has to be a lot of, them hardball conversations like, hey, I'm moving on, or I have already moved on, but I still want to make sure I take place, with the child and stuff like that, or, just know how it goes at the end of the day. I would also say that jealousy cannot play a factor in a co-parent type of situation, such as if you was to get in a relationship with your maid, or the other person get in a relationship with the maid, you have to be able to not put jealousy in the middle, because that will truly affect the co-parenting type of situation. We all understand that we want to know who else is around our kid and stuff like that. And in due time, with a lot of respect, that's where the maturity part comes in. The person should have enough respect for you to allow you to meet and greet the other person, and the other person should be willing to meet and greet you as well. So that answers the question. You just gotta have a lot of honesty, a lot of trust, and you have to have a lot of faith and a lot of strength, and y'all actually have to come to a lot of agreement and terms. Um, The next question say, do you have any advice for people with anger issues? Um, I used to have anger issues, and I still battle with, my anger at times, but I really just don't allow it to affect me. My biggest thing with anger issues that you have to learn coping skills to not allow yourself to get angry. You have to either take a deep breath, you have to walk away, get some air, go listen to some music, go make you a meal, whatever suits your boat to calm you down. That is the best key in dealing with anger. Seeing a therapist or just learning how to meditate will help if you don't want to do a provider type of situation. There are a lot of coping skills that can really help you with anger. But I'm gonna tell you the one thing I can say: maturity is going to be anybody's best friend. Learning how to grow from situations, not wanting to go to jail, is the biggest one as we grow. but truly growing and maturing on a bunch of levels will honestly answer that question. Um, the next question is is asking me, how do I stay calm when someone is talking to me reckless? This coincides with a situation that has happened to me over the week. Um, I went to my school and I was speaking to an advisor or whatever the case may be, and she brought up my transition in the middle of it. One, I don't know how this pertains to a person, to a professional level type of situation, but she asked me personal questions that made me feel uncomfortable. And me being the introverted person I was, or just a person period, I didn't really say so much, and I really wish I would have spoke up. But then honestly, I feel like my anger would have got the best of me, and I probably would have cussed her out because she asked me questions about. She put her religion in the middle of my transition. She asked me questions about, was my surgeries worth it, and how did it affect my kid. And I just looked at her like, I did stick up for my child. I was like, my child has nothing to do with my transition, and my health doesn't have nothing to do with my surgeries. My health is a genetic, most likely probably genetics or things that are transpiring in my life. And when it come down to my child it has was taught not to judge or not to, and whatever a person want to do, that's what they want to do. That has nothing to do with him. Um, so the questions that she asked in a professional setting made me really uncomfortable, and I did not appreciate it. But to keep myself calm, I answered the questions the best of my ability without frustrating myself, and I jotted down what happened in the situation, and I will deal with it in another time. Um, I feel like being calm and just doing the best approach is always best when it comes down to me. Honestly, I just don't let myself get worked up over people that are real ignorant and disrespectful in this world. Um, Also, I had a situation that on that same day with somebody that I met that crossed paths that was truly ignorant and real disrespectful towards me, and probably put me in the most traumatic state because of the words that they were saying out their mouth. Um, they truly disrespected me on all levels. And I still didn't do much but just tell them to just get away from me. But just by saying that, I kept my cool and calm because I feel like I have a child at home and I don't have time or the patience to deal with people ignorance. Once again, we are all mature, we all grown, and people don't play fair no more in this world. People will try to hurt you and harm you over the littlest things. So I've grown from situations. If anyone has experienced anything that has tested patience, um, experienced a day of test from the devil himself, and you still walked away from it, let me know in the comments below. I would like to hear other people's experiences. You can also email me or find me on IG and inbox me if you like to do that. I'm always open to people that want to talk and ask me questions and stuff like that, or deeper. You can ask me questions to go further and deep into the situations and stories. I'm sorry that you have not seen me in a while. I've been going through tremendously a lot lately, and have truly been going through a lot of stuff lately, mentally and physically. And I just, wasn't really feeling up to being on the screen. But today I kind of sucked it up and said, hey, my fans and my people that do watch haven't seen me in a while. It's time for me to post. Like I always say, because my 10 minutes is coming up, I've always got a shoulder to lean on, and I always got a ear to listen, and I always got a mouth to base your own opinion or whatever the case may be at the end of the day. I want y'all to stay blessed and highly favored. Don't let nobody stress you. Don't let nobody push your buttons. Always know that you are truly loved and you're always wanted in this world. Don't never let nobody tell you that you do not matter. And I want y'all to have a great night.